honest to God pleasure of introducing some of my favorite guys in the world. This is Powder Keg Culture.
Looking back, never leaves it nothing. I'll never see this was you again. As I love truly expired, I thought I was everything that you desired. Still I hear your voice and sometimes they calling from my head. They say, just let me go. Still I hear your voice and sometimes they calling from my head. They say, just let me go. Looking back, never listen nothing. I'll never say this word to you again. As I love truly expired, I thought I was everything that you desired. Still I hear your voice and sometimes they calling from my head. They say, just let me go. Still I hear your voice and sometimes they calling from my head. They say, just let me go. Is it so nice when things go your way? Why they never do mine? I can't say. Feet on the ground. Guess it's better than falling down, but I know that sound is my tears this time. Is it so great for you to get away when you gotta come back my way? Feet on the ground. Guess it's better than falling down, but I know that sound is my tears this time. Is it so nice when things go your way? Why they never do mine? I can't say.
You're good. Doing what you can.
I've never been so down, I'm feeling fed out of the crowd. You talk about it with nothing really to say. I've never been so down, I'm feeling fed out of the crowd. You talk about it with nothing really to say. My heart's really red. You're in different ways, and I'm trying my best to understand what it takes to be a better man. Well, fuck it. I'm just doing what I can. I've never been so down, I'm feeling fed out of the crowd. You talk about with nothing really to say. I've never been so down, I'm feeling fed out of the crowd. You talk about with nothing really to say. Everybody uses me as a toy. We the profit and exploit. Never thought I'd be so weak. Well, don't look to me for your thrill, 'cause I'll never surrender now. Everybody's got a hidden motive. Every question you seem so loaded. Everybody's got a hidden motive. Every question you seem so loaded now. Everybody uses me as a toy. With a property and destroy. Never thought I'd be so weak. Well, don't look to me for your thrill, 'cause I'll never surrender now. Everybody's got a hidden motive. Every question you seem so loaded. Everybody's got a hidden motive. Every question you seem so loaded now. Everybody's got a hidden motive. Every question you see so loaded. Everybody's got a hidden motive. Every question you see so loaded. My soul is not for sale now. Never hurts to let you know. You always play the victim. Your empathy's for sure. There is no service in your mind. When you're in chaos all the time. You're always spinning your lies, 'cause you've been catered all your life. You fell in love with vengeance, your jealousy is true. You act like you're my friend, but I know that's not so. There is no service in your mind. When you're in chaos all the time. You're always spinning your lies, 'cause you've been catered your whole life. Tiny ear canals.
Thanks for tuning in if you're watching.
regrets dance around in my head every moment, 7 days a week. Baby, look at futures now. Let's go out and make it count. And I don't believe that we shall be. It's not so complicated, and I hope you see. I can take away the baby right in front of me. It's not so complicated, and I hope you see. I can take away the baby right in front of me. This was just for out. You broke new ground, and I don't believe that I'll ever cease. Baby, let the futures now. Let's go out and make it count. Every moment, 7 days a week. It's not so complicated, and I hope you see. I can take away the baby right in front of me. It's not so complicated, and I hope you see. I can take away the baby right in front of me. It's not so complicated, and I hope you see. I can take away the baby right in front of me. It's not so complicated, and I hope you see. I can take away the baby right in front of me. It's not so complicated, and I hope you see. I can take away the baby right in front of me. It's not so complicated, and I hope you see. I can take away the baby right in front of me. You can try to turn me down, but you can't shut me out. You can try to turn me down, but you can't shut me out. Pure sugar doesn't come so cheap. Pure sugar doesn't come so cheap. Pure sugar doesn't come so cheap. Look now. You can try to turn me down, but you can't shut me out. You can try to turn me down, but you can't shut me out.
we got next?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
What we doing? I Seek Pain.
There's watches over there too by the.
Thank you.
Praises of a fallen idols. I just know all the flaws. If you ever told me anything, this was always been the cause. I process. You run away. 'Cause I see pain, I see pain. With the hell's going on with my brain. I see pain, I see pain. With the hell's going on with my brain. I process. You run away. Oh, it's a vicious cycle. Oh, it's a miracle. If you ever tell me anything, think the notion is cool. I process. I run away. 'Cause I see pain, I see pain. What the hell is going on in my brain? I see pain, I see pain. What the hell is going on in my brain? I see pain, I see pain. What the hell is going on in my brain? I see pain, I see pain. What the hell is going on in my brain? I process. You run away. Just two more. Alright, who's next? Gonna hate myself.
No, insane. Drive me insane.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't see that. Drives me insane.
Don't want to skip this one, man. This one's killer.
I know. We do belong together. I know that things won't change. I strive to be clever, so things don't feel the same. As I look into your eyes, there's a life I can't explain. As I look into your eyes, your love drives me insane. Our simpleness brings pleasure, no reason for no pain. Our times to be treasured. Your love I always crave. As I look into your eyes, there's a love I can't explain. As I look into your eyes, your love drives me insane. As I look into your eyes, there's a love I can't explain. As I look into your eyes, your love drives me insane.
Keep losing that. Oh.
myself next after that, but I'll just start it. I show you. Ready? Gonna hit myself in the morning. I do most every day. Gonna hit myself in the morning. What's different anyway? I've been like this such a long time, and know I can't be saved. Gonna hit myself in the morning. What's different anyway? I'm like cracking the pavement. What I got is inside in. But as long as tomorrow goes, I fuck it up and do it again. Gonna hit myself in the morning. I do most every day. Gonna hit myself in the morning. What's different anyway? Been like this such a long time, and I know I can't be saved. Gonna hate myself in the morning. What's different anyway? I'm like cracking the pavement. What I got is inside in. But as far as tomorrow goes, I fuck it up and do it, and do it, and do it again. Gonna hate myself in the morning. I do most every day. Gonna hate myself in the morning. What's different anyway? Gonna hate myself in the morning. I do most every day. Gonna hate myself in the morning. What's different anyway? All right, we're ready?
Last one, right?
Yep. There's nothing steady about the person I've become. I'm running loser every day. I know it's steady go or cursing or uphill, but I'm okay. Something personal. I'm not too credible. Something personal. I'm not too credible. Not too credible. There rising fall, but never on my street. It's getting grayer every day. Right now I struggle just to get up on my feet, but I'm okay. Something personal. I'm not too credible. Something personal. I'm not too credible. Not too credible. That's
Guys
that.
rock, man.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, we're excited to be here, man.
Yeah, that was a hell of a set.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
We're gonna take a few minutes to rearrange a little bit when we get ready for the interview space. I'm gonna put up a video here in a second. Jesse, if you want to just talk about shows that are coming up for a minute while I get a video ready.
Oh man, I'm not trying to think.
I know we did that all morning, but it's kind of like I gotta get a video now.
Oh man, I don't even. I'm trying to think what all we did go over actually this morning. I mean,
Matter, just call
I-
them again.
yeah, I'm trying to remember because like I don't have notes in front of me right now. But I know. Well, shout out to Reese. Reese is right now over at the kennel at West York. So we got I know Benny OK and My boys in the Borderline right now are going to be out there tonight. I can't remember now. It's there's a third band, and I'm not familiar with, and I can't remember their name. But shout out to everybody that's over in York. Go check out the kennel tonight. Trying to think of anything else that we might have gone over this morning, because this morning we ran down over everything. Oh wait, are we?
No, you're still on, man.
Okay. We're still figuring this out. We're gonna, like he said, we're gonna get some things situated to here, and then we're gonna go into.
We're about to play a video.
We got a video coming.
Yeah, we got a video coming up in the meantime. So I said this before, I think, when we had Burden of Guild on, but I'm playing it again because it's always important to learn how to fix microphones, especially in a situation where you can't buy new microphones. So this is a 10-minute tech tip that I got. You'll see all of it. I have 2 microphones where I'm going to fix on here, and there's some stories behind it. So we're going to play it again.
All right.
But yeah, we'll get right on that. And
yeah, we got some tech support for you going here just to kill some time in between, and then we'll come back with some fun stuff with these guys. So, these guys. I think you're still getting that up. These guys. I think you're still getting that up. These guys.
fix 2 broken mics. So, story behind this. 2 broken mics. A few weeks ago, we had Void hidden in our program. There was actual maiden voyage sticker right there. We had an issue where we had 2 microphones that my buddy Matt brought over for us to use for vocals, because we had 3 harmonies going on. We had Austin on the lead, and then Eddie hitting backups, and then Greg hitting backups on the other side. So I needed 3 vocal mics. We brought them over, we plugged them in, sound check, dead on arrival. Brought them over. Not a problem. I could fix them in 10 minutes. We managed to figure out without going that route. And that was, we managed to figure out without going that route. Because Tariq only had a 4-piece kit, we had an extra drum mic. And Tariq only had a 4-piece. Greg was playing with the modeler, we had an extra guitar mic. So Greg got the guitar mic, and Andy got the drum mic. We managed to EQ it, make it good work for the vocals. We managed to EQ it, make it good. But now I have 2 dead microphones that I need to fix. I mean, these things aren't cheap anymore. You probably can't get these for less than 30, 40 bucks on a special. I'd go down to Tone Taylor's or down to see my buddy Ben on Lidditz Music to get these, rather than trying to go to Guitar Center or some other places in local. We like shop local around here. So anyway, I got these a while ago. I've had them for 5 years, and they're all working. We're gonna fix them. I don't want to spend 40 bucks on new microphones, 50 bucks on new microphones. So I'm going to get in here and I'm going to take one apart. So what your culprit is the switch. Now I already went through and fixed this microphone earlier today. I already went through and fixed this for 2 reasons. One, because I wanted to identify which one was fixed already. And B, there's a hole because we removed the switch. And you want to make sure you cover up your shaft before you make sure you don't get anything in the hole. And then this one is the one that we were in. So we're essentially going to just take this. This one is the one that we were in. So we're switch out, and we're going to turn it into a live microphone. I'll demonstrate real quick. Here's the broken one, but I'll show you. We fixed this one quick, and here's verify this as anyone who's here that fixed this dead microphone before arrival. And I went ahead and fixed it earlier. Live microphone. You can hear me. I got my vocal delay on from the chorus. You can hear me. I got my cool. Live microphone fixed. Alright, cool. I do not have a switch anymore, so the duct tape that I put around it, do not have a switch anymore. So the duct tape that I put around it, the other ad, besides just covering up that hole, it also provides an identifier as being a live mic now to the sound person, especially if you tell them it's a VGA48. They're going to assume that as a switch, you know? They're going to assume that as a switch. But that'll tell them that it's like easy from the stage. You could use black duct tape or black electrical tape on here and cover that up, maybe do it thinner one so it's less noticeable if you wanted to. I like to make it noticeable to the person up front. I ain't glamour shotting how awesome I am. I'm just out here trying to get music. But you can see that one dead don't work. But you can see that one. So we're gonna set this one aside for now. So we're gonna focus on this one right here. So the first thing you're gonna want to do, because you're gonna need access to the first thing you want to make sure you take out the XLR side first. I've already actually looks like I've already taken the screw out. I'm already actually weird. Looks like I've already taken. When you come in here, we don't cut. There's none of those cuts on this program. We do live streams. We don't cut. There's none of those cuts on this program. So anyway, so you have this, and instead of having that. So anyway, so you have this, and instead of
a couple things about this screw. First thing is it you want to things about this screw. First thing is I don't know if you can actually see this here. It's really small, but it's right here on this point, and it is a flat blade. And you're gonna get in there, and you're gonna turn it. So you're gonna get in there. In order to tighten this, you do go lefty and loosey. In order to tighten this, but this is a reverse screw. Now a normal screw presses in and goes this way as you turn it, and you go this way to tighten it so it goes down, and then it tightens up against something. This does the other way. You're actually going to be tightening it this way, and the screw's going to pop up. So you're going to be actually still turning it left to tighten it, but it is a reverse screw if you try to put it back in without a reference point. It is a reverse screw, so you want to be aware of that. So you're going to turn it this way to tighten it. You want to be aware of that. And we want to loosen it. In this case, we're going to turn it that way and loosen it up. So now that'll allow us to slide this XLR out. So first tool you're really going to need on this job after the main micro screwdriver. On this job, see that thing has a big old handle on it. You can see where it came from. I won't say it out loud, but it's very questionable looking. So anyway, we'll very questionable looking. Go ahead, just pop that out. So when I was talking about why this is a $40 microphone, that's really just when I was talking about why this is a $40 microphone. This thing don't. This is the XLR side, so we're gonna want to hold on to that. There's another piece in here that we're just gonna chuck. So we're gonna go back to the other side. Now we got a clear. So we're gonna go back to the other side. The shaft. Now we got a clear. So we're gonna go back to that's in there. Now you're gonna want to take this off. This is your microphone capsule. You're gonna want to take. We're gonna leave that over here for now. Your microphone capsule. All right. Next big piece of information. We're gonna get the spotlight over here. Next big piece, and you're gonna be looking down. Spotlight over here. Next big piece. Shouldn't drop. Looking down. You're gonna look down the barrel, and this is a Phillips head, so you gotta flip your screwdriver around. Look down the barrel, and you're gonna get in there, and you're gonna tighten it out. Don't really care about these screws in particular, but you may want to save them. Don't really care about. I do a little bit of saving of screws so that I can use the screws later if I need to. So now you got your thing in here. This is the switch, and you want to get that out, so you're gonna get your big pin. This is the switch, and you want to got it right here, and you're gonna pop out the back of it. Right here, easy peasy. Pop out. This thing's junk. Now, if you go and test it later with an electrometer, it might still actually work. And if you really want to fix this thing to have a switch, you can go through the process. I never do that. Live mics are usually generally better and have those components anyway. So you kind of want to go last longer. So now you have an empty shaft. And so you're going to want to now do the next part of it, which is feed the wires through. Now do this little trick. I use my Bic pen, and I use the cap. So we're gonna take the first the black one. It doesn't matter. You can do the black one or the red one. But you want to get this in here. So you want to get it in the top. In here. So if you try to stick this through here. Unless it's really straight, if it's even a little bit floppy, it might be a little bit difficult to get it all the way through the hole down to the bottom. So you don't want the wire to be floppy. You want to stick it in here so that you can make it rigid. It'll help out. And then you put the cap over the top of it. Now it's going to keep through, and you don't have to tape any wires. Some people tape it. It's going to keep through. Some people tape that. And so you don't want to tape it. You want to make sure you have all the wire available. So you don't want to shove it through there. Make sure you have all the wire available. Pin out the other side, and now you got this. Now, I'm going to tell you because this is important. I made this mistake when I was doing this one earlier. You want to make sure that you pull this down and leave this on the back. You don't want to cut this yet because if you need to cut more later, it's going to be there. So you don't want to make the cuts you need to cut. Now, I've already made some cuts to save us some time. You would do the next step because this wire is not shaving off. So you're going to use your wire strippers / cutters. This is a wire tool. We're not going to do that because I already did it. Now, the next thing you need to do is you're going to get this up here. And you're going to look at the red. This is the black wire, so you're going to want to put this on this yellow side. You may want to put the other red wire through, and because of the trick that I showed you earlier, it's real simple. We're just going to throw it in the Bic. Real simple. The second time, we're going to put it through here. Real simple. The second time, and in the back so that it sits inside that pin cap. In the back, we're going to march it through the end. That pin cap. In the back, we're going to march it through the end. That pin cap. In the back, we're going to march it all the way through. Okay, you got it. So now we got enough room to work.
We got enough room here. We're gonna get up in here and hopefully you can see this. We're gonna get up in here and but you want your black one to go in your yellow because that's the negative. You want your black one to go in your and then you want your red one to go on the red one because it's the positive terminal for the XLR. Good tip on this, we're not gonna solder and we're not actually gonna remove these right now. We're not gonna solder and we're not actually because of the time constraints. A good tip on this is to take a picture of this if you're unsure which one was which when you first started. Take a picture of all wiring before you start cutting or taking things out. I replaced a dryer a few weeks ago, dryer heating element a few weeks ago by making sure I checked everything so that I didn't have a falter later. But you don't need to do that. So now your switch is gone. I think I tossed it off somewhere. Now your switch is gone. But now that that's gone, you're going to wire these up. You're going to pull this wire through. You don't care if it's flopping anymore. It already got the job done. So you just hold it back, and then you're going to take your wire strippers and you're going to cut them. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm actually going to repair this thing later. I just wanted to show you this. But if you need help with soldering, there's plenty of YouTube videos online. They'll show you how to do it. Your main tools for that are a soldering rod and a heat dissipator. Another reason I want to use this right now is I don't. Another reason I want to use this right now is here, and then this heat dissipator. The other reason I don't want to use this now is that I don't have a stand for it that's proper, and it's kind of a safety hazard, and I don't need Safety Jason getting on me. If you haven't met him yet, you'll probably see him at a concert at some point. He's probably bugging me about my safety issues. But in any case, we're pretty much done at this point. We got to solder the other end, and so after we cut, we're going to do the next phase, which is to get this rubber gasket back on here now. One thing you got to be aware of when you're looking at this is there's two little. I already took the wires out. Looking at this, one thing you got to be make mistakes. We just move on, and there's two little rivets in here. So where you want to make sure that you get there's two little rivets right on there. So where you want to make sure that there's two little rivets where the wires goes. When I put this other one together and I fixed it, I made the mistake. When I put this other one together, not getting it through the wires, and so my capsule sits a little bit higher. Not getting it through the wires, and so my capsule sits a little bit higher. Not getting it through the wires, and so my capsule sits. You can see how the wires are not running on those two ridges, but they're right above it. And so when you get in here and you want to solder it, we're going to use this microphone now. So when you get to the soldering point, you're going to want to make sure you look for the red dot because that's where your red wire goes. You're going to want to make sure you look for the red dot. Black one is the negative terminal. And then you're going to get in there and you're going to solder it. You want to be sure that the two solder dots do not touch each other. You want to be sure that the short solder dots do not touch. Again, this one works great. I got it all fixed. And that's pretty much it for the 10-minute tech tips. And that's pretty much it for the 10-minute tech tips. And that's pretty much it for the 10-minute tech tips. And that's pretty much it for the 10-minute tech tips. And that's pretty much it for the 10-minute tech tips. And that's pretty much it for the 10-minute tech tips. And that's pretty much it for the 10-minute tech tips. And that's pretty much it for the 10-minute tech tips. And that's pretty much it for the 10-minute tech tips. And that's pretty much it for the 10-minute tech tips.
Eat donuts and
then you got
listen to rock and roll.
We weren't on vocals. So everybody, I'm sorry, I missed the button over here. That was my bad. I should have had the mutes on the wrong mutes on the wrong spot. This powder cake culture, they were just talking about themselves. This powder cake culture. And you had to hear nothing during that time. We can do it over. Yeah, you had to hear nothing during that time.
Let's get a secondary reintroduction. We just went on this whole thing about the punk scene in like Northeast PA a little bit.
And suburban downgrade.
It was really cool.
Yeah, it was great until I fucked up.
Technical difficulties. So let's just go run through again. Like, I mean, like, go run down. Like, you guys just formed in like 2020. I mean, like, go run down. Like, you guys just
we're out of Bloomsbury, PA. We're like pop. We're out of band from like early pop punk style, just like some early preaching music type of stuff. I would say, here's the three-piece.
Well, that's the whole point of any of this. If we're not having fun, then what are we doing anyhow? That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Like, you guys are great. Like, super catchy music. So, like, you guys are great. Like, yeah, I first came in. I'm setting up some stuff so I can come over there. I first saw you guys. I didn't see you, but I played with Slap last August. I didn't see you. That weekend, you guys played with them at the church in Lebanon. And I saw your name. I was like, holy shit, I love that name. Like, I don't know what it is, but like sometimes bands just catch me with their name. I don't know what it is. And so I started following you guys on Facebook, watching some of the videos. So I started following you guys on Facebook. I knew I was building a studio at the time, so I was like, I really want to have these guys on the show. I really want to have these guys on the show.
Nice hoodie, by the way.
Yeah, this is your hoodie. People will see it. Yeah, this is your hoodie. I meant to have it on earlier. I meant to have it on, so I didn't get a chance to wear it. I'll wear it next week. So, but I'll wear it next week. Yeah. So I like, and you guys, how many times have you guys played with Slap? Like, and you guys, how many times have you guys played with Slap? How many times?
Put on really fun shows.
They're fun. Dude, they have like the best crowd. Like, where I played with them. I played with them in the Robison band. I played with them mostly covers with that in the Robison band, and they have the best fans, dude. Like, seriously, the best fans. They get way
kind of feel to them. They just go
well, and anytime they're at the show, it's so many people. You get there and they bring a crowd with them. Like, it's crazy. So
keep all their friends connected.
It's crazy.
Fill the room with all your friends. That's how to do it. You know, get your friends and family coming.
They are young and they have that going. I think it's harder when you're older, like slightly older, people that have kids.
Like at least some of us sitting in this room right now, like me. I got no friends. I'm old. I got no friends.
I got to schedule you in when I'm not wanting to sleep.
It's like I have kids. Those are my friends, and I love my kids. I have kids. Those are my friends. I love my kids.
And when you try to do like band stuff, like I've seen that, we've seen that, like doing all these things, and going to shows and stuff. It's like, you know, doing all these things. Even if you're a younger band, it's getting people to come out. And that's I don't think that really changes too much, even at the age diet. I don't think that really.
It depends on a lot on the area too. You know, where you're at. When I was
certainly our region, people they love to come out. It does. I mean, even our region, they have the fiddle with that clock thing, which I love to punch a clock every time I look at a clock. But yeah, I mean, it's absolutely people still come out. They love it. It's just like it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago. It's probably even more. You know, matter of fact, what's really neat about the rock and even the punk rock scene, it's almost like a jam band scene. Everybody's friends. Everybody's. It's a seven on the flower.
It's a lot of. There's a lot of lines crossing, especially like punk tunes and stuff. Like there's a lot of like interconnectivity between people like in various bands. Everybody's just kind of friends and just hanging out and supporting each other. Everybody's just like I said, like a brother. You got the suburban downgrade over here. He's like I said, like a brother. He's got average sex needs represented right here. So like,
and you guys are doing it right because I saw you guys at the kennel. And you guys are doing it right. You had that band hoodie on. I think it was the same one. And
know, you're wearing that symbol. So I mean, these are all bands in our scene, and when I see bands like you wearing other bands' merch, that's like, I mean, that's what we should be doing. Like, it's cool if you like Nirvana, but everybody likes Nirvana, right? Like, I see a lot of Nirvana. I've worn Nirvana shirts at shows that I play.
It was funny because I was going to wear my British market shirt. That's another band for this area. I was going to wear my British market shirt.
It's all good, man. I mean, you guys are obviously. It's all good, man. How long have you guys been playing your instruments? How long have you guys been playing your instruments? How long have you guys been playing your instruments? You don't have to date yourself. But I hate that because the first time I told somebody I've been playing guitar for 20 years, anytime I have to tell somebody that I've been doing something for 20 years,
I just want to say 20 years at this point. That's such a lower.
Well, that was 6 years ago for me. I've passed the 25-year point since I started playing guitar. I'm approaching the 30 years. It makes you feel good. I'm approaching the 30 years. And then, what about you?
Probably about the same time. I probably 94, 95 started playing drums. I grew up in a family. We had my dad plays keyboards, pedal steel, the whole bit. So drums are the main instrument, but I play keyboards and stuff too.
Okay.
But I'd say it's probably like you said, 25.
Yeah, all of us in our teens, basically.
Yeah.
All of us. I started like 96. I started like 96. But obviously you play punk now. But have you played in other bands before? Obviously you play styles.
Oh, all different types. I played in everything from jazz to all Celtic, country, everything from jazz, whatever.
Did you wear the kilt when you did the Celtic?
Actually, no. But our fiddle player, she did.
It could be a little dangerous to have a drummer back there.
He's got a giant kick in front of him.
That's what that
They
is.
tried to get me to do that.
No, I'm good. And then you play Tom Petty. You play Tom Petty, but instead of free falling, it's free balling.
With
the guild on.
It'd be like that scene in Step Brothers. But yeah, so I've seen you guys in a lot of different shows. Like, do you have any tips for people that might be watching that have bands? Do you have any tips trying to get booked? Because you guys play pretty much everywhere, from Bloomsburg all the way up to southwestern PA. I've seen that.
He's a maestro on this. He's a real go-getter.
I think it's like
He's a real go-getter.
like friends with as many of the bands as they can, or it really does help you with connections from bands and people like Jesse and we have it's connections, and you just kind of sometimes somebody needs a band and they just keep calling you, and just somebody needs a band.
Making friendships within the community
Yeah,
itself.
it's
Like,
a
actually, like, beyond just like, hey, yeah, you're a band, let's hear you on the stage. Like, beyond just like making actual connections, it's like, hey, we're friends, man. Reach out sometime, we can do something, we can work together, I can help you sometime, do something, we can work together. I love seeing that. Like, again, like I was touching on about how bands seeing that. And then one of my favorite things with like going the whole thing with the church and everything for a while there, we brought you guys in, is bringing these bands together, that then they form a connection because of playing together that they never had. They form a connection that they work together, and then the next shows they can pull somebody to another area. That whole crossing lines and everything. I think that goes on. Crossing lines and everything.
Somebody said we had an echo. If you're watching, do we still have an echo? I'm trying to figure it out. If you're watching, do we still have an echo?
Maybe they were talking about your Amazon store.
They might have been.
I don't know.
Can you? I don't think you can see that. That thing's not even plugged in. I don't know why it's over here, to be honest. It's not even plugged in. Probably because they're like, it's like, yeah, we don't use it. Just take it over. No, I actually do. No, I actually do.
So you're more serious, and there's more things on the desk.
Wait, so is there an echo? Is there still an echo?
Oh, you know what it is? Yes, the echo should be gone now.
Okay.
I left those mics on.
gonna do like.
I left those mics live.
Okay.
Hey, thanks Horwood Ending for telling me about. Hey, thanks Horwood.
Yeah, man, just I think they were selling it.
I forgot.
I was gonna do the thing 1270 WLBR.
Well, this is only like our third actual like show. Well, this is only like because we have two setups. So we plug directly in the board here so that we get good sound from the mic directly and you guys playing. And then we also have the mic from the camera. And usually I just run the mic camera when we're doing the Radio 717 show in the morning. So what happened here is I didn't mute the mics that are on the stage. I usually turn off the mixer, but I forgot to do that too. But anyway, Echo should be gone. So hopefully that's Echo should be gone. But yeah, so and that caused me to leave my outline. So yeah, but where's the farthest you guys traveled for a show so far? But where's the farthest you guys traveled?
Either Philly or Altoona. Oh, New York, New York,
York, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, New York, Altoona. Oh, New York, New York.
Where's that at?
It's by Cooperstown.
Where's that at?
Yeah, it's right next to there, Oneonta.
Where's that at?
Yeah, it's right next to there.
Okay.
It's called Pale Horse.
The Pale Horse.
Yeah, it's a cool place. Pale
Was that over the summer? Because I saw the show.
Holding the pale horse.
Was that over the summer? Because I saw the show. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was over the summer because I thought I saw it because I was over in that area. I thought it was over the summer because I thought I saw it because I was over in that area. I thought it was over the summer because I thought I saw it. Anyway, you guys have three cover art, three EP album single things. Three cover art, Spotify, right? You guys have single things.
One full album and three singles. One full album and kind of we have an old band like Brandon and I. We have an old Suckers Nuclear. And we didn't have anywhere to put it. We never released the stuff. So
okay.
Is that up there?
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah, that is up there. That was the first. So when I went to check you guys out after, that was the first. So when I checked you guys out, that was the first song I actually listened to because I was like, oh shit, this is a cool name. So like, dude, names draw me. I don't know what it is about that, but I saw the Suckers Nuclear. What is this about? I don't know what it is about that, but I didn't play it. So that's not even something that you guys play out.
Nah,
So that's not even something that you guys play out.
So that's not even something. But we just wanted to like have. We just never had it released. Actually, the band broke up. We just never had it right after. Actually, the band broke up. And I had a kid, or just like changed.
Yeah.
Recordings were cool. We wanted
It's like
to
a
get
little
them out
musical
there.
background on you. Then.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, this is a musical background on you.
Yeah.
To this.
Yeah, kind of what it was.
Yeah, I like that. I mean,
It works.
So you guys have been in a couple of different bands together?
This is our
So
second.
you guys have been in a couple of different bands together? And then how'd you pick up Jake?
We were actually in a group
And then
together.
how'd you
were
pick up
20 years ago.
Yeah, about 20
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was that that one you shared the other day on Facebook?
Oh, okay.
That band? Was that that one you shared
don't
the other
think
day
so.
on Facebook? Okay. That band? Was that that one you shared the other day? The song you played, first one?
I started saying anything was one song I shared. I started saying anything.
That's okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good, man. I was trying to remember too, dude. The older you get, the more you You're good, man. I was trying to remember too, dude. The older you get, there's a song in that somewhere. You're gonna write that, right? The older you get, the more you forget that somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I should.
I got a hook on
It's
itself.
definitely
That is it. It's already it rhymes.
It's definitely
It's practically writing itself already.
So, who does your cover art? We've got your album up here. Who does your cover art? You can't see it. You can't see it on the thing. Hold on. Here, reach up there and grab that. Reach up there and grab it because you can't see it on the camera. Reach up there and grab this cover. Reach up there and grab it because you can't see it on the camera.
So this is kind of weird. Somebody wanted to draw it, and it was taking a little too long. And so he had the pictures, and I asked him if we just need pictures. He had the picture, and I sent it through some filters.
Okay. So he sent you the picture and then you did the filters on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So he sent you the picture and then you did. And where did you come up with the name? So he sent you the picture. The album. We've been through it too.
It's part of a song. It's in the song. Sympathize. It's a line from the song. Well, yeah, we've been through it, or I've been through it too. But we just changed it to me. I've been through it too. You know, so we just changed it to me.
I need a black permanent marker. I don't have one. I was gonna have you sign it.
Oh yeah. You can sign it whenever you want. Oh yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. Just do green. It'll look like the Green Day cover. You know what? Fuck it.
That's true. It kind of has that feel like an old look.
Yeah. I want to make sure you guys sign it. Like, I have Defiance album up there. I should have put yours in the center. I didn't realize that. Defiance album up there. I should have put yours in the center. I didn't realize that. Defiance album. Definitely anybody that's got a vinyl. I wanted to sign it when they come in.
I actually don't even listen to vinyls. I have a lot of vinyls, but I actually don't even listen to them. It's like I collect them for the cover art, but I actually don't listen to them.
I get it.
Nostalgia
I like
value.
the sound of vinyl better than
Nostalgia
I like
value.
the sound of CD or
Yeah.
I do personally, but that's just me because I do personally. That's how it's just me because I do like you know. You want us to sign it?
Yeah, just sign it wherever. If your caricature is right there. If your character
Somebody did have a vinyl and they came to your church and I was trying to pick that up for them.
Yeah.
That's just cool. That's such a cool display for them to have.
Yeah.
That's just
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I try to do the same thing because I mean, I try to do the same thing because the green actually does look better than the black.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't look like it's just part of the album cover. Now it's like, oh, that pops out.
Yeah.
There we go. Now it's like, oh, that
So,
pops
but
out.
yeah,
There we go.
and then on the I really like Fist with, and then on the
Oh, the piece like throwing the keg, yeah.
I like that logo, man. That's pretty.
Well, it's kind of ironic because we went from
I
the
like that
logo that the
logo.
guy's throwing the keg, and now we have one that's carrying it on his back.
Yeah, he's carrying on his back. That's the one that we have up there.
Yeah,
He's carrying on his back. That's the one
I
that
like that one, like the first time we ever had you guys come through. I like that I got to look at what the logo was. I was like, that's just so cool, and I'm going to be able to use this so well on this poster to make it look like this. Use this so completely taped together kind of design, and like it's good, such good stuff.
You made some really rad posters.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm still trying to make good stuff. I've actually, I had a couple of the guys like Sully from over in the Stranger Things, and like Cohen from Sagley came me up about making an image for them and show they have kind of like the kennel. So I'm still willing to do whatever I can, you know, supporting the scene out there.
Yeah, I mean, you've done the posters for this stuff. Yeah, I mean, you've done the posters. It was actually pretty sweet. Yeah, I mean, you've done.
I was like, yeah, I like flyer. Let's flip the E backwards and put them together. Put them on. This is cool. Put them together.
So who did your vinyl? Like, where can you get vinyls now? Because it's like tough. So who did your vinyl? Like, where can you get vinyls now? Because it's
On
like
what company?
yeah. How did you go about getting vinyls? How did you go about getting vinyls?
When we were done,
How did you go about getting
sent
vinyls?
it to Mogan out of Taiwan.
Okay.
And so we just had them printed there. It took a while because everything takes.
Yeah, things take a long time right now.
We have another vinyl
things take a
coming
long
out
time
on
right now.
Tuesday. Well, it's coming to us.
Things take a long time right now.
Well, it's coming. And that was actually a lot shorter of a runtime. It was through like a that was actually it was pretty quick. Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, it was a lot more press. It was pretty quick. We actually had two. Actually, it was doing it's a comp. We actually with actually it was doing Black Friday.
Oh, that's the one you brought the CD for us to look at. That's the one you brought the CD.
With
That's the one you brought the
Black
Turnpike.
Friday. Yeah. So we're doing
I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out.
It's good. All the songs are really good. Like I think those guys are fun. Everybody's fun in that.
Two for Flinching are a good time.
Yeah.
But we finally got to Two for Flinching are a good time. Again, they're from up your guys' way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, did you know Two for Flinching guitar player or singer? Did you know? And the bassist of Downgrade are brothers.
Yeah, that's David and
Andrew.
yeah, David and Andrew. Yes.
That's news to me, but that's awesome. I haven't even met or seen Suburban Downgrade. I like their album. I haven't even met or seen Suburban Downgrade. I like their album. I don't know what it is about me and names. Like Meatbop. We keep every time I see Meatbop on somebody's bill, I'm like, I know that name. I want to check them out. On somebody's bill, I'm like, I gotta figure out who Meatbop is. Check them out. Their name is killing me. I don't even know what they played. They're just on. They've been on a couple days. I don't even know what they played. They're just on. They've been on a couple days. What does a Meatbop look like?
Do you have T-shirts that say?
Yeah, do you have a T-shirt that just says Meatbot? Because I would love that. Yeah, do you have a T-shirt that just says Meatbot? Because I would love that. Yeah, do you have a T-shirt that just says? No, I think they're new, but it
It's like a piece of steak with a robot.
right? Or I think of that. Remember Metalhead? Yeah, exactly. What is it? Is it a replicant from like Blade Runner? What is it? What's the Meatbot? Is it Data? I don't know what it is.
Whatever's happening, it's working. That's working for them. They're getting
It's already got me excited. It's already got me.
Hopefully it lives up to the name of this one. It's been so heavily talked now.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully it's hype. Like, we get it. We're like, oh yeah, there's a reason why there's a it's hype. But anyway, from a merch standpoint, I mean, I got your hoodie on. I bought this at the show. From a merch standpoint, I mean, I got your hoodie on. You guys just printed this thing too not long ago, right? You guys just printed this thing too. About 2 months. You guys just printed this. Yeah. So how do you go about getting your merch too? Like, one of the things we're trying to do with the show, just to get ideas to help musicians. One of the things we're trying to do with the show, just to get ideas. Looking at this and seeing people in the area, and then giving them ideas on where they can get merch, where they can, get vinyls printed and stuff like that. Because I want to see more vinyls on my wall from local bands,
We've had a couple different companies. We've had a couple different merch through Quick Eddie's Swag Co. is one of the companies that we bought stuff from. That one's from My Merch Guys. That one's it's called. It's like an online company. My Merch Guys. We bought a few things from them, and got from a few like smaller local printing places. Few like smaller local central sports and graphics.
Looking around, trying to get like the best deal so we can sell something like a reasonable price, like the best deal. You know what I mean? But still, make it a reasonable price.
And other than the hoodie, what else do you guys have for sale when you go to shows? Other than the hoodie, what else do you guys have? I think 3 or 4, actually maybe 5 different T-shirt designs right now. Actually, they're almost out of the line sizes, so it's kind of like we're trying to streamline it next year, where we don't have as many varieties. After a while, you just end up with like a small this and a large that and a, you know what I mean? It's like we sold a lot. You know what I mean? Most of it, but the problem is like most of it you end up like with those medium sizes.
Yep. I remember that, like with the one in the church and like making merch over there. Like you started to realize it's like there's certain sizes you're like, I'm just gonna have maybe a couple sizes and if you want anything else, maybe just give me some information. Yeah, I tried to buy a T-shirt from Defiant with that. I tried to buy that cover art on it because I fucking love that cover art on that. And I tried to buy a T-shirt with it, and all they had was like XXX. And I tried to buy large and small. Neither one of those. One was gonna make me look like a sausage casing, and the other one was gonna make me look like a sausage. So I was like, yeah. The other one was gonna make me look like a sausage. So I was like, yeah. The other one was gonna make me look like a sausage. So I was like, yeah.
And that's gonna be a shirt and T-shirt, and
that's gonna be the primary.
Yeah, that's the primary. If we need extras, we'll print some. Yeah, that's the primary. Occasionally, but like we're not gonna like go crazy on the designs because. After a while, like
that's a really good tip because I've never done merch. Back when I was in bands, I've never done merch 20 years ago. Back when I was in bands, I've never much. And most of my shit was like having a frat party or playing in a storage shed that you rented out for a month until the cops showed up and kicked you out. It's like that kind of thing until the cops showed up and kicked you out. It's like that kind of thing until the cops showed up and kicked you out. It's like that kind of thing until the cops showed up and kicked you out. It's like that kind of thing.
Video, whatever we need to like help us. Original bands don't. They just don't. I mean, unless you're playing like, they just don't. Unless you get lucky a couple times a year, maybe. We get like maybe $300 or $200, and then but most of the time it's like, and then but most
for merch sale.
$50 to $80 in merch sale,
Yeah, I don't remember who it was we had on here was talking about venues trying to take a cut of merch too. Have you guys experienced any of that around here?
I wouldn't do that though because I wouldn't do that because honestly that's like our money put it into it. Like it's not like how can you cut into it? How can you take the cut?
Yeah. Well, I haven't heard that of any of the venues around here, but I have heard other, in the meantime, especially the national venues. I've heard them have bands that come as openers and national acts and stuff.
Oh, that's just plain old BS. If a venue's gonna do that, they plain old BS.
They already get a lot of
a lot of the cover. Yeah, they get the cover and everything.
Well, it depends on a lot of the cover. guess you know some places are great, and they give you the whole door, and they're just worried about food, drinks, whatever. I understand like all age places they have to go. I understand. Yeah. All age places don't sell beer, food, liquor, you know, all that stuff. That's a completely different thing. So, like, you're gonna get paid less at an all age place or all age place white, which is fine. But I'd rather people be white, be there. Which is fine. But I'd rather, and that's all that matters to me. Like, to me, I just want people to be there. And I just want people.
Yeah, we're doing. When you're doing original music, you're doing it for the. Yeah, we're doing original music. When you're doing original music, I don't think anybody right now really expects to get big. I don't think, especially playing instruments. When people can literally just whip out their iPad and go to BandLab and make some shitty song and throw it on Spotify next week. Not that all the songs that come out of there are shitty, but man, I spent some time during COVID, you know, trying to investigate. I spent some time during COVID, seeing if there was something I could investigate. I spent some time. Number of songs you have to go through that are so bad to find a good one. Number of songs you have to go
There's a
through
lot
that are
of
so bad
fake
to
stuff.
find a good one.
It's really hard to read through all
Assembled
that.
things, really, yeah.
Like a
But not
symbol,
these guys.
a
These
symbol
guys are
from,
rich.
you know,
Like a symbol,
just random samples in there, but
Yeah, that's a problem.
just
A
random
lot of
samples.
stuff's actually becoming hits. Yeah, that's a
I'd
problem.
much rather see
Yeah.
an artist, like an artist I know that
That plays an instrument or does something. That
That
plays an instrument or does something.
But then on the merch thing, we've said about this too. Definitely support bands with their merch, like buy merch, because that might be, there's a lot of cases that's all you're getting to take home. There's a lot of bands I talk to, that is all you are going to get out of it. A lot of bands, that's what you sell.
Honestly, a $5 CD. Honestly, a $5 CD or a patch or whatever we got. We got patches coming.
There we go. I'm gonna need one of those.
They're pretty
I'm
cool.
gonna need one of those. I'm just saying, I got a jacket to put it on.
Well, and then you guys do like package deals too, because when I say the county had like $40 for the hoodie plus the stickers,
Yeah.
and it was like $35 for the hoodie, so I was like, well, that's $5. And it was like $35 for the hoodie,
Yeah.
so
We're not making
it was like
a ton.
$35 for the hoodie, so
Yeah.
so
We're not making
it
a
was like
ton.
$35 for the hoodie, so
Yeah, huge drastic difference. We're trying to make $5 or $8 off.
I think it's nice to pay for the gas it took to
Yeah,
get here.
$8.
Maybe
We don't
eat a
even do
burger
that
or
for
something.
that. We
after this.
maybe
Maybe eat a burger or something.
take over from me. I'll be right back.
We don't care. We don't care about that. You know, we're just doing it because we.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's taking for his notes. I'm like, no, we're just conversating now about all this. I'm like, and that's the other thing too. It's like we're just conversating now with all these local bands or area bands like you guys are doing. All these local bands or area bands like you guys are doing. There's all this discussion these days about the insanity of ticket prices. Like all these major shows, ratcheting money up for everything. Like they're outrageous to go see these shows. People are still paying it
Or the
though.
Misfits, even though the Misfits aren't real high compared to like other bands, but like compared to what it was 30 years ago or 20 years ago,
Oh yeah.
it's like
And
ridiculous.
some of the summer tours I've seen come in, so it's just absolutely insane. I'm like, I can't rationalize spending that much, and I keep trying to tell people, hey, you know what? Like, yeah, you could spend $300 on this ticket to see a band that you've known for 27 years, or you could maybe take that $300 and go see 30 $10 shows and maybe find a band in there that just totally clicks with me that you never would have found any other possible way.
Right.
And drop $10 and go to a little club down the street.
And that's 30 nights out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like-
That's 30 fun nights
Yeah.
versus one.
Yeah, like
That's 30 fun nights. And if you
Every
can't go,
3 to
you
5
can't
bands,
go.
depending where you're going,
And if you can't go,
multiple acts, and you're gonna get to meet like people that are in your immediate region or area that you're trying to do something. You're gonna meet a lot of cool people. Like I got to meet you guys because of doing all this stuff. A lot of cool people. Like I got to give you a chance. Like you might find cool people. Like a band that plays your favorite song now that you never would have seen if you didn't go check out, you know, X show down the road.
Yeah.
Save the $250 and go see like 5 local shows. You know, go put the money in.
Oh, are you talking about like expensive ass concert tickets?
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
band that I used to watch 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That I used to watch 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That I used to watch.
$10 at 30 shows and go see a bunch of local guys and see if you can find something that fits for you.
I stopped listening to regular music, like whatever you would consider radio music or whatever mainstream. Even I would consider like mainstream music, like the underground music that I listened to when I was the underground, 20s, like Black Flag. I like those bands, but I really listen to our bands like that we're friends with like, way more than I listen to like those old bands. I'm not kidding.
That's the thing. You're seeing the evolution right there. You're seeing your friends. You're seeing the evolution. This is in progress. This is not something that's been established for 20 years. These bands have been floating around forever.
I hope there's not still a heavy echo. I saw it again, but it might be an old. I hope there's not still a heavy comment.
I think that's still the same old.
Is it the old one from the story?
Same old.
Is it the old one from
the story?
How old is that one? I just want to make sure.
There's a heavy echo.
How old is that one? I just want to make sure.
I saw the one from Harwood. There's a heavy echo.
Yeah, I did too.
So I'm not sure one from Harwood. I'm not sure. Hopefully
it doesn't tell me when the last time somebody talked. Oh, it's still there. It doesn't tell me when the last time. Well, that's concerning. We've been talking for an hour with an echo. We've been talking for an hour. Let me figure out what's going on. We've been talking for an hour. Let me figure out what's going on.
But yeah, like I said, I think it's so much better like listen to like I'd rather listen to the bands that I play with.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff out there.
All the time. Then like I'm not saying there's anything wrong with like listening to Gaslight Anthem or and there's anything wrong with listening to whatever bands that you like.
Broaden your spectrum, right?
I just am like I know that it didn't take these guys were in a studio for 8 hours, not like 3 months. They were. It's harder to make like something like that sounds maybe as and huge if you're in the studio for 8 hours versus 3 months, So I mean the songwriting's still there. Right. The songwriting's still there. It's just not the production's not there. You know what I mean?
And you go out to a show, you catch all the energy that's and all the love that these bands are putting into like what you do and everything. So like to me you can't
I had the desktop audio on.
Learn new things, dude.
Jesus Christ.
We're getting more and more streamlined as we go. This is an evolution too. This whole thing
fun time.
An evolution.
If I had just run it out of the microphone the whole time, we'd have been fine.
I mean, it could be like an old reggae album, Hey, man.
Well, one of the things that we're trying to do here is to go to shows and actually bring our camera set up and do live streams. So that there's an incentive for like other bands to come see other bands play. Like I want to like interview bands that are playing. I want to invite people that are at the show, like to talk about what they're doing. And we'll do another interview with you guys at one of your shows eventually.
Yeah,
awesome. Especially if you do one with us, because we also do the live events with Effigy, with Reese and Jesse. They're putting up live venue shows. We'll definitely invite you back, and then we'll interview again, and then we'll rehash all the echoes. It'll be like triple echo, except we won't have an echo this time. But So where did you stop off at the songwriting, or?
We were just still this tight, kind of.
Okay. Still talking about merch.
And yeah, that's when it turned into like ticket prices, and we were kind of talking about like support your local scene. You see a lot more shows for the same price you could pay to see one national act.
Yeah.
Discover a lot of new music.
And not to cut them down, but they're selling their T-shirts for like $60 too.
Yeah.
Like we're selling ours for 10 or 15.
Right? Yeah.
$25 for this large T-shirt.
Well, you might get some of those on sale at Hot Topic. They'll like do a buy one get one $5 or some shit, and you're still spending $50 for 2 T-shirts.
Yeah, it's crazy.
See, I think that's where I threw some of my friends off though too. I have there's a few national acts that are touring out there that are fairly newer, and I'm a fan of those.
Yeah.
And I have my old stuff. I love like some Social Distortion and such. Yeah. But then I come in talking about. Oh well, did you catch the newest song from like so and so that we've had here or talked about here on the show or something? And I'm like, I'm going on about this. Like, who? I'm like, yeah, exactly. Come
Yeah.
with me to some shows sometime.
Yeah.
Come check out this local scene going on because there's some great stuff in here.
Absolutely.
Yep. And I'm like you, Doug. I pretty much, I don't really listen to any other music but local music right now because I'm doing these programs and like I really do like the music that's coming out of this area. I like the bands that I listen. I like you guys. I like Dinosaurs in Paris, Lyndhurst, Coal State, who also play punk that I'm really into. And it's all really good music. Like anybody that's doing well enough in the venues to have the money to go out to a studio and get things produced is making really, really good music. And the funny thing about music is that if you listen to it multiple times, it suddenly becomes the thing that you like the most, Like, and when they're pushing like these major acts like Cardi B or Post Malone, nothing against their music, it's probably great, but if they would just push you guys, people would listen to you guys. It's
the only difference is marketing and amount of money.
Absolutely.
You guys are going 8 hours in a studio, not 3 months in a studio. You don't have this going out like.
It really is the marketing. I mean, because you make people believe that they're going to really like something.
Yep.
I mean, and it's just.
They must be good because they're famous and everybody knows.
Right, because
that
that's what people
mean,
think. Even though your ears can tell, boy, this stuff really sucks. But
yeah, and people like it because they hear it, and I find myself singing your songs. Like I really like drives me insane. Like when I was at your show, my wife and I were dancing to that song. It was great, man. And like, but if you go to a show and you haven't listened to the band before you get there, you're not going to be paying attention to it. Right. So
it's not prepped.
It's not prepped. You haven't like got it in your head. What songs do I like from this band? So when I go out to see a band, I try to listen to their music before I get there. Like I hadn't heard of.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of it. You guys played with Bad Luck Lover Boys. I hadn't listened to their music at all until I saw they were on the bill at the Kennel. So I listened to their music. I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. So I picked out songs that I really liked. And
then you threw them on here. I never heard of them. Then I'm like, oh, they're kind of catchy.
That was the West York Inn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, where I saw you guys play back in
Okay.
December.
Was it also called the Kennel?
Yeah, they call it that.
Yeah, the Kennel at West York Inn. So there's two parts to that. If you haven't been to this venue, if you're a smoker, you can smoke inside the building, but not in the stage area. So the Kennel is the stage area.
When you say is it Kinnel?
Yeah, like the dog kennel.
Oh, Kennel.
Yeah, the Kennel.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's only like really been emphasized on like in the past like year and a half or two that they really wanted to make it like the music is a thing to itself. The Kennel, and then there's the West York Inn, but the Kennel is the dedicated space for the band.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So
Yeah, it's very nice.
Which that's where Reese is at tonight, by the way. If you're out and about and you're like thinking about going to a show, Reese is out there watching them play at the Kennel.
Yeah,
and we love the Kennel. We love Drafts. We love the church.
The boys,
they
the
play
Borderline,
original
are
music.
playing tonight at the Kennel. So
Is that who it is?
yeah,
Cool.
from York. Love those guys.
Nice.
Christian, all of them. They're freaking great. Fun time.
I've
They
never
go out
seen
too. I run into them a lot at other people's shows. They're just
cool.
hanging out. They just come wander in and show up. They're awesome for that too. Again, crossing the lines of they support the friends, they support other people.
Oh,
It is
nope,
back.
here we go.
Yep.
I didn't turn it up. Nope, it should be back now. We should be good. That camera died, and it killed my audio. So I've got 3 cameras with different audio, but I was using that one because it's right there.
Hey,
We're back.
we have audio. Okay, all right.
One of these days, I'm going to do something without screwing it up.
When this thing has been running for several months, it'll
It'll run
smooth like clockwork.
If we played one show that we didn't have a screw up at all, like it's crazy. You know, you have to
Well,
think
we
about it
checked
like
out
that. Like,
No, I know. We know
nothing-
we're alive.
nothing-
Little character.
yeah, it builds
Little
character.
character.
Yeah.
That's right. It helps you learn.
Absolutely.
This is
So
a work
doing
in
what I
progress.
can. Your inspiration for the bass lines.
Back
If it reminded me of anything, maybe like a little bit of Rancid or something.
Okay, yeah.
What were you thinking?
That's what I was thinking. was
yeah,
Rancid.
like the
Yeah, I was
main, the main
thinking
bass
Rancid.
I
line,
heard
like
Descendants.
Oh yeah, them
I
too.
really
Them
do.
too.
Yeah.
Not. I don't think he was trying to copy it.
Yeah.
No, dude.
I do.
Everything's derivative.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Yeah.
So, yeah, dude. I was like, you played that at the kennel, and when you were playing, I was like, dude, that is just such good bass. Like to hear it live and like to feel every piece of that was just so awesome, man.
Thank
I
you.
was really, really into that.
Thanks a lot.
Speaking of things not going our way, I know that sound.
That's true. Yeah, good line, right?
Yeah, I love that. I love that, the lyrics in that. Like, in case anybody didn't hear it, I want you to repeat that. Like, no, just the first part of that. The first part, the one that you repeat most often.
Isn't it so nice when things go your way? Why they never go mine, I can't say.
Yeah. I just when I heard that the first time, I was like, man, I really like that because like I had a tough year last year. Things were rough for me, and I'm just like, why? Why does it go good for everyone, and then sometimes it don't go for me? And it's just it's a really good song, man.
Yeah, thanks.
I also like the fact that it's under 2 minutes, but then I also wish it was longer than 2 minutes.
I know what you're saying. I think our goal was to like write short songs because I feel like now is the time to write the short songs. If any time ever in history, people don't have like the attention span.
Yeah, how
to
bad,
like
jeez.
to keep it past more than 2 minutes.
Yep.
We have we joke around all the time saying like, oh, it's 2 minutes, it's too long. You know what I mean? After 2 minutes, it's
like a minute 49.
Yeah.
That's about.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's the point to hit. 1:49.
we're joking, but we you
No,
know,
I mean
we
you're
don't
not wrong.
Well,
I mean,
you can thank the iPhone, the cell phone. Like, that thing is there. If I can't take it like this, I can't. You know what I mean?
yeah, you gotta have something under a minute for TikTok, right?
yeah,
so,
yeah.
but that
And they
almost
call it is that what they call it? TikTok? Is it?
yeah, TikTok. 30 seconds. You got 40 seconds, and then nobody's paying attention anymore. But you can almost fit that whole song on a TikTok.
Yeah.
So, any TikTok people out there, I want to see. I know that's on a TikTok.
Thanks for the plug.
I know we've got a few
appreciate
that watch
that.
this, so yeah.
I might make a TikTok with I know that sound, and then I know that sound, and then you can just have like a foghorn in there because everybody knows what a foghorn is. A dog barking is like I know that sound. Anyway, but that's a great song. I really like that one. And then Pure Sugar is your newest song, so you don't have that out anywhere to like really listen to right now. That's coming out on Tuesday, right? Is that what you told me?
It'll be on our comp on Tuesday. It's been around actually for a while. It's not really a new song. We made a demo first, right?
Okay.
And our demo, we sold all of our demos, but we didn't put it online. So it's been out in demo form for about a year and change, but all those copies are gone. So we had an opportunity to re-record and make this comp. So we it was rough. It was rough. Our demos were rough. You know, a little rougher.
Okay.
Not real rough, but a little.
Needed
bit rough.
cleaned up.
Yeah,
right?
just needed cleaned
the
up.
demo's what it is. It's
Yeah.
a demo. So
Yeah.
So usually not the sparkling presentation of each of the songs.
I really like watching you play that one though, dude. Your drums on that song are really, really good. And I hadn't really heard it much before today because it's not available for me to listen to in the meantime. But like I made sure I put the fader on you so that we could see you play those drums because like the drums that you're hitting in there are freaking awesome. Dude.
That's awesome, man.
I
That was
freaking really liked it. Yeah, I can imagine you getting tired because you were just.
Well, no, I was just tired just in general, but I But yeah.
Yeah, so when you go back and watch the video, most of that song has the fader in there with the overhead camera over your drums, because I got that. I got it pushed out. The other thing that I noticed was cool, because this is the first time you guys played with light. I played with lights in here. Those lights really come off those drums, so even like just leaving it on a little bit of fade so you can't see it makes it look like there's more lights in here.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Man, yeah, I was watching the live stream for them, like back and forth between looking up and everything. Oh my god, the lights give this a whole dynamic.
Yeah.
So that sets the tone really well for the
It's
stage.
really fancy wrap on it.
What was that?
I should have brought my vintage kit. It's out in the van, and that's got a really fancy wrap. The lights.
Oh, so it would have like glittered off in there. Yeah, that's all right. It's a little bit easier and less time if we just use the kit up here.
Sounds
so.
really nice. The kit. It's nice and boozy.
Yeah, I have a buddy who's also named Matt that let me borrow that kit. So it was really nice of him, because otherwise I have a Roland. It's a good Roland's a good kit, but it doesn't have the same punch, right?
Yeah.
So.
Wait, Roland, that'd be an electronic kit. wouldn't
Yeah, it's an electronic kit.
Oh, yeah.
I have to bring it out after 9:30.
Wow.
So,
Oh,
but
really?
that hasn't happened yet. Probably never will.
Toddler's
9:30 is
next
kind
door?
of late. What's that?
Toddlers next door to the.
No, we have a retirement community really close, and
okay.
I was telling you guys, or it might have been just Doug earlier, but last year we had a Halloween party here, and we had I have these two giant 15s downstairs, and we had them on the deck, and we had them we couldn't even crank them to a quarter because they were so loud, but these guys half a mile over, these older folks came over and complained, and it was like, they're like, hey, can you cut that out? It's late. And I'm like, it's only 8:30. And I said, well, did you call the police? And they were like, yeah. And I said, what'd they say? They said they couldn't do anything. And I was like, well, what makes you think I'm going to do anything? It's
Nice.
You know, it's like, but, and then he got left, he got mad and left. But, you know, it's trying to respect my neighbors and stuff, and try to be a little bit, good with the community. I don't want to blow anybody out. So, I mean, I'm probably not going to have too many more parties like that outside just to respect the people in the area. But back to your songs, Drives Me Insane. You had a solo on there that was really good. I actually like that solo a lot.
That was actually our guitar player from prior. His name was Todd. He played on the album.
Oh, that's why you have four.
Yeah.
Four. I thought that was just a duplicate. You're like, I just need another one.
No, Todd was our guitar player that played on that album.
Okay.
And he,
Oh, good buddy of ours.
yeah, he's a good
Great
guy.
guitarist.
Yeah.
Just life caught up to him, and
Yeah, I would say that.
yeah, that happens a lot at our age.
Yeah.
It's an older thing.
There's
yeah.
so much time in the day.
So, but I really like that song too. I mean, like I said, my wife and I danced at that when we saw you guys live. I think it's a really, really good song.
Well, I'm lucky. I have a wife that I'm crazy about, and I can write a song about her, and whenever I can, I try to.
So that's about your wife.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, she's great. So I had a time where life was bad and good, and it almost was like this, and it was a short period of time, and all my a lot of our songs were during that time, just because I was in this really big roller coaster, and the when I met her, it's been great ever since. But it can that the early stuff you could tell the bad things, and the newer stuff is more positive stuff.
Yeah, well, which is good.
Yeah.
I don't like an album that has all negative stuff on it, or an album that has all positive stuff.
Yeah.
Life is a mixture of those things. So you want to make sure you have both.
Yeah.
Right. So.
It is the journey. It is the journey of life. The ups and the downs. The downs make the ups even better.
Yeah.
For
sure.
Sorry, I'm trying to fix something here, so give me a second.
Fine.
Not related to any of this, but what's your favorite song, Jesse, from that they play?
Oh man, this is where my terrible ass memory comes in to play, because I'm like,
Put him on the spot.
Good job, man.
yeah.
I don't even know the names of their songs.
That one where you play guitar and bass and drum at the same time?
Well. I
They don't
literally
have
have
any
it. I
hits,
literally
so.
wrote it at one point, Bill. I was messaging somebody here about I love the hook and I can't, and now I'm drawing a complete blank because you just put me on the spot.
That's hard.
This is the joys of getting older, everyone. Look, this is the downfall right here. I literally struggle with remembering so much here lately. I noticed that. Must be it's the age factor coming in. It's slowly creeping on me. Like an actor the other day, I looked at his picture. I know him distinctly. I just was like, nothing. Just absolute nothing. Yeah.
That's all right. So,
What's yours?
my favorite is probably I go between I Know That Sound and Hidden Motive. And Hidden Motive was one that I reached out to you and was like, you guys go play that.
I was trying to remember.
Oh, is that the one you're trying to remember? Okay.
I was like,
so maybe share that one.
I'm going to kill myself
with the motive in it. It was movement. No motive. But that was the one I reached out to you and asked if you're going to play it at the Kindle, and you're like, no, but we are now.
We don't play that out that often, and I play it. I basically was like, for you, I said we have to play it the next 2 shows at least, or next 2 things.
Oh, that's what we did at the West York last time.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I dig that one. That's such a good.
Kind of nice because we haven't played it in a while. It's a nice change to
we're
gonna set.
It's I don't know. It's just sometimes you play something. I think for me, I'm self-conscious of songs that I have 2 verses that are the same, so I always try to play less of those out. I don't know.
Two verses that are same isn't bad. There's a lot of really good songs that do
I
that.
know. Yeah.
Where Would We Be Without Sedated by the Ramones, right?
That's true.
That's one of the best songs. And they don't do anything. There's 5 of the same verses, right? How many it is? I lose count.
I think it's
a sing-along anthem.
Thing.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no question about it. Yeah.
It's a sing-along anthem. That's
and I get that too, because when I write songs too, I really try to consciously even if I just do the whole Green Day thing and change it from he to she, just so it's 2 people, it's not 1, it's 2 people. but I really like that song, and I think when we were texting back and forth about it, I was like, it's just sometimes you have a song and you write it and it just hits you differently than it does somebody else.
Right.
I mean that's one of those it just for me it's one of those things that I feel like everybody can identify with. No matter what you do in life, whether it's your job or you got your hobby as a band, there's always somebody trying to take advantage of you, whether it's your boss or the guy, trying to take a percentage of your merc at the big venue that you somehow scored a good gig on, and now you got to give them 10%, and you're like, or a church or whoever it is. There's always somebody trying to get
There's
something
some
out of you.
shady shyster out there somewhere, always.
Yeah.
And I mean, even in your personal life, people have hidden motives of why they're doing stuff. I mean, I try to be as upfront as possible why I'm doing the things that I do, and I hope that carries out well as a genuine and honest person. But a lot of people aren't like that. So
yeah, that's BS. Yeah, why is that? It's almost like a recent thing. People turned into that. You know what I mean? It's like.
It's a competition. Everybody looking at life like it's a competition.
Yeah,
so I have some agenda
Yeah.
behind the scenes of why I'm trying to get to this and that, and I'm like, that's just too much, man.
I could get way deep into this conversation right now because I have my own opinion.
Let's talk conspiracy.
Let's talk conspiracy.
There's a lot of agendas.
There's a lot of agendas. A lot of them are hidden. They're hidden motives. They're hidden, all of them.
And conspiratorial agendas.
But I mean, it's just I think the nature of how things have evolved, especially with social media and just et cetera, et cetera. I mean, people have become a lot more self-absorbed.
Yeah.
And a lot more believing that they're somebody called I heard this term for the first time maybe a month or so ago, main character syndrome.
Yeah.
Where they think they're the main person in the story and that everybody else has to cater to them. I'm going to admit sometimes I feel like I suffer from main character syndrome, and I think everybody does at some point where they think they're the center of the universe.
Especially the social media-driven society that we're in right now.
Well, I mean, it's formulated. I mean, Facebook is. I mean, it's actually designed to do that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that's all.
It's when you try to do stuff like this, trying to separate promoting and your marketing, but then at the same time you also have to draw yourself back and remember you have to live your own life and stuff too. Everybody tries to personify an image. And obviously marketing is pitching an image, but then you can't lose yourself in this whole thing because, 2 different sides here.
There's a bit of narcissism in like social media to a degree. Like
it caters to it. There's no way you can say that it does not cater to that mentality.
Everyone wants to see my avocado toast.
Right. Social media literally pitches to the narcissistic tendencies of everyone that it can to try and draw. It's like you matter more than anyone else.
Oh, I mean, they go deeper. I mean, they're looking for people. I mean,
It's
especially with the Agenda 21 project. I mean, they're looking to, like, they want you to have a digital identity. I mean, eventually that's what's. I mean, so what is? You know,
I mean, you already have one. Like
that's
Google,
pretty scary stuff, though,
and everybody else already knows everything about you. Like it's, you know, it may not be overtly like can identify, but you have a number somewhere. Like somebody's looking at you on these things, and you have a number.
Rabbit hole of the hidden motives now.
Well, like, dude, we were talking earlier today. So we were talking about social distortion on our stream earlier. And then he said,
Jesse got out of my car and it's like Mike Neff's playing here. I'm like, wait a minute.
I don't even have my playlist.
What? You're listening in on me now, and you're forcing me to listen to more social distortion, but I'm not complaining.
Well, with this, you have to be careful around LED lights, because they're actually tied in, they can hear you.
I wouldn't be, well, dude, well, so that's one thing I am concerned about, because the music lights that we have, it plays sound through my phone, so it's picking up the sound in there, too. Hopefully it's not going anywhere. But
well, I mean, that's just the thing. You look it up yourself.
Just don't talk any major stuff that'll get you in trouble around here. Not that I do.
We know you're listening.
And then the last song I want to talk about was "Right in Front of Me," which is that's probably written about your wife as well, right?
Yeah, it's actually I wrote it on Valentine's Day for her, like the year after the year we got engaged, and I was like, but I definitely feel it. I've definitely felt that. It was really instant that I actually felt really hard for her.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I felt really hard for my wife too. I was telling people earlier we got married really fast.
Yeah, we did.
It's just like when you know, and that's why I like that song a lot too. It's just it really just speaks to me in a way. Like I've been married for a very long time now, and I won't out myself, but haven't been playing guitar much longer than that. But anyway, it's like when you know. It's just it is what it is. So. And I love her to death, and so that's why like that song speaks to me and drives me insane. Like I don't know, dude. I feel like I could have wrote both of those songs about my wife. Yeah, and I'm glad you wrote them because they're amazing.
I wrote it on Valentine's Day. What is this? Is beautiful. The love was in the air.
Well, I don't know if I wrote it on Valentine's Day, but it was presented on
Valentine's Day. This is a gift. It was
the romance was in the air.
It was actually pretty instant. It was one of the quickest songs I've ever wrote. Like, it was honestly that, like, easy. And one of those, like, sometimes I have things that I'm, like, working on for a long time. That one was like, okay, I'm going upstairs. And I wrote the first verse. I was like, oh. Second verse, I go back upstairs and finish it. Yeah, it was like 2 seconds.
And I just love the chorus. Like it's like life's not complicated, and it's plain to see. I can see forever, baby, right in front of me. And I'm just like, man, that really speaks to me in a way, like my relationship with my wife. It's just like I freaking love her to death, and I do anything for her, and anything she needs me to do, I'm there for her, and I feel that in that song, man. I feel that in that song.
That's awesome.
When the inspiration's that powerful, it's just like almost just creates itself. Like you know where this is coming from, and it just lays right out before you.
Oh yeah. I honestly am so happy I married her. She played in a band with Jake.
Oh really?
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, she was their bass player.
Oh really?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
I was playing some tapes with that band a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh, that's totally awesome.
Yeah.
And I think I met her at the kennel. Like,
she
came up there with you. Yeah. I should have introduced her to my wife, but yeah.
You know how.
It's hard to hear, dude. When like you're in there, it's like any venue you're in, it's like I'm gonna meet somebody new and we're gonna be friends. Nah, dude, you're just gonna listen to the music.
Exactly. You can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything. It's like
I can see you gesturing frantically.
Yeah, how are you?
I see you.
We can be buddies. But all right. Well, I'm gonna get one last thing in here. I want to know where you guys are playing next. I saw you did like a show New Year's Eve with is Resting Punk Face a band?
Yeah.
Rusting Punk Face is a band.
Is a band. Okay, I wasn't sure because it was a
Excellent
little
band.
unclear
Ooh.
from the events I saw in there. So I've not heard any of their music, but are they? You played with them on New Year's Eve?
We played with them. The last time we played with them was actually in, I think, was it June? I think it was June.
June, yeah.
Oh, I thought I saw that you guys played.
They did a show. No, they did a like a podcast thing.
Oh, okay. So that might have been why I got confused whether they were a podcast program or if they were a band.
They have two different things. One was Punk and Preppy, which is their podcast. It's the drummer Dorothy and Matt. And
Henderson.
Yeah, yep. And they were they have that show, and that's the Punk and Preppy show. And then Rusting Punk Face is Dorothy's band with a bunch of other people.
Okay. Well, check out Punk and Preppy.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed to plug other friggin' live streams. I think Josh Evil has one too up in Allentown. Yeah, go check out his live stream too. Might as well. I mean, none of us make any money off this. There's like no reason why I
check out Rusting Punk
Evil Empire.
Yeah, check out Rusting Punk Face.
Rusting Punk Face.
Pretty awesome stuff.
But what do you guys have coming up next? When's your next show?
27th.
It's room 313 on the 27th.
Oh, same place that was the podcast was at, or
No, room 313 is the bar that we're playing at. The
Oh.
podcast.
Well, the one in
podcast was
Allentown,
just yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm getting things confused, dude. I have like a whole list of shows. And
I
it's like,
understand. There's so much
Keeping any of
so,
those
like,
straight.
keeping all these bands like.
I can't imagine what it's like for people that go on Facebook and see all these freaking advertisements through. It's not like when I was younger where you went to like, the way you found out about underground shows is you went to the fucking Sam Ash or the Guitar Center and there was a bulletin board and there was a poster back there. There was like a poster section and so you knew where the show was.
Now that's one good thing about the Facebook. I mean, just the evil stuff aside, I mean, it is nice to be able to advertise that.
Promote quick,
See all these, different, a lot of people.
You don't have to drive to 50 stores.
Right.
What do you even know about that?
So June 27th, or January 27th.
Yeah.
God, I wish it was June. It'd be warm. But January, it's been actually really warm lately. But anyway, January 27th at room 313. Where's that at?
Allentown.
In Allentown, okay.
Yeah, or Bethlehem. I don't know.
WAEB,
I don't know.
Allentown.
I think it might be Bethlehem.
It might be Bethlehem.
Yeah, because that's where I think I saw was Bethlehem, which is by Harrisburg. So that's why I was thinking Harrisburg. But,
Yeah.
what are you playing after that? You guys,
The Fire in Philly on March 11th.
Okay.
It's like the next thing we have scheduled. I don't know if there's talks about other things, but
of course.
I haven't heard much else.
Well, make sure you keep me updated on your schedule because we'll plug it on our Radio 717. Make sure people know that you guys are coming out. I didn't have one of your songs on there because I'm starting to get a lot of people wanting me to play their songs on there. And I only got time for 20 songs, and I may have to cut it down to 15 because we keep going over 1 o'clock, going over 2 hours every time. So. But I want to make sure that we highlight all the good bands in the area and any band that's got stuff up on Spotify and just play it all the time. And everybody else should too. Just, honestly, if you got an old phone you don't use anymore, just play it on there all the time. And then whenever you want to listen to it, keep it on low volume. Because I think it's against the terms of service to, play it constantly, so don't do that. If you're not listening, don't play it on mute. I think it's against the terms of service. So just play it on low volume all the time. Just leave it in the background. Give these guys some freaking money, man. Get some money out of the corporations. But we're gonna end this. We're gonna end the stream. I'll let you take us out, Jesse, because I'm gonna go over there and turn off it. But I want to thank you guys all for coming out here. I know it was a long drive. I really, really appreciate you coming here and playing for us. It was a religious experience for me.
It's always a spiritual
Every time a band is in here, it's almost religious because it's like you're playing for me, man. You're playing for me. I'm the only one here. It's awesome. So I
It's
appreciate
a
it.
private jam session.
It's a private jam session, and I love it. But Jesse, take us out.
All right, so awesome night, awesome show from you guys, awesome performance. Again, thank you for being here, and thank you all for hanging and checking these guys out. Hope to see you next weekend. We'll be back. We'll be back with something here with.
Well, yeah, 11 a.m. every Saturday.
We'll be back 11 a.m. next week. So we'll see what we do from there. But yeah, go check out Powder Keg Culture.